Hello, everybody. What's going on? What's popping, man? On a magnificent victory Monday once again for the Atlanta Falcons. Welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate everybody coming through. Appreciate everybody falling through. Let's get the commercials out the way first and foremost. Please like the video here on YouTube. Also, make sure to like the video on Facebook. As I always say, that's the easiest way that you can show me any kind of love, gratitude, appreciation, or anything of that matter is just hitting that like button for me. And that lets YouTube know that we are on live. Lets Facebook know that we are on live. And thank you in advance. So we're gonna come here today. We're gonna do our player grades as we do after every game. As I always say, win, lose, or draw. We're gonna do our player grades. Win, lose, or draw. We're gonna do our player grades. We're gonna keep it 1,000 no matter if we win or we lose. We're gonna do our player grades. We also gonna have a excuse me. We're also gonna have a discussion and a quick discussion. My question of the day is: are the Atlanta Falcons fool's gold or are we legit? I won't say contenders, but I'll say legit. Are we fool's gold or are we legit? So that's going to be our sidebar discussion today. Make sure to comment your thoughts on that. The Falcons, are we fool's gold or are we legit? And do me a favor, when you do answer that question, tell me why you think that. So that'll be our sidebar conversation while we do the player grades. Are the Falcons fool's gold or are we legit? And of course, y'all, when I say fool's gold, I mean that's simply a figure of speech. No, please, nobody take that literal. I know how sometimes people can get. It's simply a figure of speech. I'm not saying that we fools for room for the Falcons. I'm not saying that. Simply a figure of speech. So tell me, Falcons, are we fools gold at 6-6 on top of the NFC South? Are we fool's gold or are we legit? And we also gonna do our player grades as well. But yeah, that's what I want to talk about. And coming off of another victory again, we are now since 6-6 on top of the NFC South. So that definitely does feel good. So let's do our shout outs real quick. Let's see who we got checking in thus far. We got Larry with the Dixon Way. Y'all make sure to check out Larry and also his wife Shonda right there on the Dixon Way on YouTube and every other platform as well, TikTok, and I think they're even on Rumble. But subscribe to them on YouTube and follow them all around the social media stratosphere. Larry says Pruitt in less years has more TDs than Kyle Pitts. Never was a unicorn. Wasted pick under Arthur Smith. Let's ring the bell. Free Kyle Pitts, by the way. We still, free Kyle Pitts, man. Still free Kyle Pitts. And that's crazy, Larry, that Pruitt has in less years has more TDs than Kyle Pitts. And another crazy thing is speaking of tight ends, Jonah Smith has more touchdowns than Kyle Pitts this year. That's wild. That's wild. Like I said, we got the free Kyle Pitts movement, y'all, and I'm about at the point. I've really been at the point, but I'm about at the point publicly where I'm about ready to declare, like Larry said, damn, there was a wasted pick, man. 4th overall draft pick, not 14th, not 24th, not 34th, 14th overall draft pick. And people always will argue against that. Well, he don't have a quarterback throwing him the ball. Duh. Well, why draft him at that point? Why draft him if you know you ain't got a quarterback to throw him the ball? Why draft him if you know you don't have a quarterback to throw him the ball? That's why tight ends don't get drafted that early. Hey man, if you ain't got a garage where you can open it, lock it, don't go buy a Ferrari. Don't park the Ferrari under the carport. Don't park the Ferrari on the side of the road or on the curb. If you don't have a secure garage to put the Ferrari in, don't buy it. Spend your money elsewhere. Larry says we can get a third pick for him if we are lucky. Stock definitely dropping, man. Need him to have some big gains so we can raise the stock up. The stock is definitely dropping. I got my dog Archangel in the building. What's happening with your player? What's going on with you, Art? How you feeling, bro? Did you go to the game in New York yesterday, Art? You know you're our good luck weapon. Shout out to you, bro. David Star checking in. Says, "What's up, Tyler? What's up with you, Dave? How you feeling, bro? What's going on with you? What's popping? We got Big Ron Thomas in the building. What's happening with you, Ron? How you feeling, bro? What's going on with you? What's goody, bro? What's popping? Let's see. David says, yay, victory Monday, but 13 points. Sheesh, yeah, I agree. Ark says, no comment. LMAA. Speak your mind, man. Speak your mind, Art. Larry definitely earned my sub after your last show, so I had to subscribe. He made some valid points. Let's ring the bell for that. Let's ring the bell for that. Yeah, Larry got down on the last show, man. He was getting down. He was cooking. He was in the kitchen cooking. He had the wok, the crock pot. He had the butcher knife. He was in there cooking. He was cooking last night. You know, him and John was in there cooking. But yeah, Larry got down last night for sure. Shouts out to the Dick Swing. Let's ring the bell to that also. Yeah, please make sure to subscribe to Larry and Shonda on the Dixon Way. Also, great content, excellent in-game commentary. You can just watch them, turn down the TV, and enjoy the vibe. Davis says, absolute fool's goal. Averaging 17 points a game. We've also been lucky to have a weak schedule. Hope we make the playoffs so the Ritter apologists can see him try to navigate a first place schedule. Ooh. Valid points, David. Schedule has definitely been in our favor this year. It has definitely been in our favor. We don't have any winning teams left to play. Not one. No winning teams left to play. And I mean, we ain't got to really run it down, man. They gave us a cake and ice cream schedule. I really think the NFL wanted to get the Falcons back in the playoff. Top 10 major market. It is Atlanta. You know, a nice traveling mecca. And they like, come on, Atlanta. We're going to have to push y'all back in the playoffs. We're going to get y'all this cupcake and ice cream schedule. We're going to let y'all start off good. We're going to give y'all a bunch of home games. Y'all just do the rest. But Davis is food, though. My dog ATL supporters in the building. What's happening with your Atlanta supporter? Says Kyle and Drake and Bijan too tight. What you mean, Atlanta supporter? I think I missed the first part of your statement there, so explain that to me, please. What's up, Raymond? Says, what's up, Tyler? Hey, it is what it is. Got to do with what we got. Yes, hey. How they say, fake it till you make it. Let's go. I can dig it. What's happening with you, Raymond? What's up, Ray? What's going on? What's popping, man? How you doing? We got our dog Reston Moore Jr. in the building. What's up, Reston? Reston says, fools go. Gonna make the playoffs as the 5th seed to get walked by Philly or Dallas in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium on national TV. By the way, can't believe so many Falcons fans are defending Art Smith and Desmond Ritter. They legit impressed by this SHIT, shaking my head. So Rusty say fools go. Rusty say, hey man, I didn't watch every single game. I didn't watch the quarterback carousel. We fools go. Based on what Rusty just said, I'm going to interpret what he's saying. Like, look, we beating up on a bunch of bombs. And when we get to the playoffs, we're gonna become the bombs. Rusty said that, y'all, not me. So y'all got to send all your hate mail to Rusty Moore Jr. He said that, not me. What's up, Rusty? David says, Nuke Hopkins has dealt with lackluster quarterback play most of his career and still put up numbers. No excuses, hey? You right, bro. When you got it, you got it. You right. When you got it, you got it. When you a special talent, it's gonna happen for you. It's gonna happen for you. That's a damn good example. Damn good example, man. Damn good example. Free Kyle Pitts, by the way. Free Kyle Pitts. By the way, Larry said if we lucky, we'll get a third rounder. I'm hoping we can find somebody out there to give us a first rounder. Let us get a first rounder, please. What's up, Coach? How you feeling today? Coach checking in from the Coach's Corner. Y'all make sure to check out Coach also on YouTube. I think he's doing his very first show today. He will verify that for us. Also, Coach, make sure to drop the link to the show in the comment section, because the way YouTube is so much different than Facebook as far as the platform and layout. So it's easier for people just to click the link and go straight to your page and subscribe. So if you don't mind, Coach, drop your link to your show, and that way everybody can run up the subs and go check you out. He's going to be doing this show, and he's going to be specializing on Falcons defense. And I pretty much, for the most part, I check out pretty much all the Falcons content creators and what we're doing, what we're saying. And I can confidently say that's going to be the first show on YouTube that's going to specialize in Falcons defense. So y'all do not want to miss the Coach's Corner with Coach. So make sure that you do subscribe to his channel. Coach, what's up, tight end chat? If you can hear, smash follow and like button, please. I definitely appreciate that. Yeah, hit the like button for me, please. Man, a win is a win, but I'm emotionally drained. I'm really over the season. I checked out. Just get the season over with. Coach say he already out of here, man. Coach say he's already looking forward toward the draft. And we get in the playoffs, Coach. We mess around and win that first playoff game. Woo! Gotta change everybody's spirit. Art says, subtitle, bro. No, I didn't go to New York, but I'm going to Carolina and New Orleans, stinking town. Let's ring the bell for that. Good luck, Charm, in the house. Facebook user says, what's up? What's happening with Facebook users? How we feeling? How you feeling today? How we feeling? Lisa checking in. How you doing today, Lisa? What's going on with you? Checking in on this Victory Monday. Yeah, red and black. For certain. For sure. Okay, y'all. Coach is going live 8 o'clock tonight. And again, Coach, make sure that you do drop the link in the comment section. Please drop the link. Let's see. Atlanta Sports says Art Smith drafted 3 good players and not using them. And Kyle Pitts been needed to get the ball. I'm ready for a new coach at Super Bowl range. Let's ring the bell for the Super Bowl ring. Definitely ring the bell for the Super Bowl ring. We all ready for that for sure. Definitely. Archangel says we could possibly fool's gold, but I also wouldn't be shocked if we beat a team like the Cowgirls any given Sunday, where is win or go home. I've seen sorry A teams beat good A teams in the playoffs. That's true. That's definitely true. And I mentioned this yesterday, Art, when Jonathan Vilma was calling our game yesterday. He mentioned that when New Orleans the Aints went to the playoffs at 11-5. He was like, yeah, we was rolling to the playoffs at 11-5. We end up matched up against a 7-9 Seattle team, and then beast mode happened. You know, as Falcons fans, we remember that that was a pretty nice day for Falcons fans, but they played Seattle at 7-9, and they got beast mode, put the thing on them. So you're absolutely right. You know, hey man, any given Sunday, anything can happen. The Patriots went to the Super Bowl undefeated and they lost. So you still got to play the games. You make a great point. Raymond says that kid is fire, bro. Who are you talking about, Raymond? Let me know exactly who you're talking about if you don't mind. What's up, DJ? How you feeling, bro? What's going on? As much as I don't want to say it, the only team we beat was the Texans. The only good team that we beat was the Texans. And maybe the Packers. The Packers have been playing, but Jordan Love, I know specifically, has been playing better football as of late. But yeah, you're right. You know we keep it real over here, DJ. You're absolutely right. And that's why a lot of fans are just like, hey, man, this is fool's gold. This is fool's gold, you know? And that's why we talk about it. That's exactly why we talk about it. My dog Albert in the building. What's up with you, Albert? How you feeling, bro? Albert says, I'll take gold anyway. I can, fools or not. I'll take gold anyway I can, fools or not. Let's ring the bell for that. I think that was a bar, Albert. You might need to put that in one of your raps. I want us to establish a dominant run game to complement the defense to end the season, but outside of the 49ers, who is a fool's gold right now. Hey, fair point. Fair point. Do we really got that dominant team in the NFL right now? I think Philly is still a dominant team, even though they lost last night. And of course, Kansas City. When you got Pat Mahomes on your team, Andy Reid. Y'all know how Pat Mahomes do when he get in the playoffs, man. If y'all have never done it, go Google Pat Mahomes playoff stats. That boy is lights out in the playoffs. So anytime they get in the playoffs, man, you gotta account for Patrick Homeboy or Mahomes boy. You gotta account for him. Ark said that it's been 70 years. Hell, we should be happy to even sniff the damn playoffs. You right? Last time we went was in 2017. 2017, last time I went to the playoffs. And still have not hosted one in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Still have not hosted one in our own stadium. Speaking of not hosting one in our own stadium, let's take a look at the playoff picture, y'all. This is the current NFL playoff picture. Let's take a look at it again. Current playoff picture right now. We're just going to pay attention to the NFC. You got the Eagles, 49ers, ranked 1 and 2. Eagles are 10 and 2. 49ers are 9 and 3. Lions are the third seeded team right now. And right now, there we go. The Falcons are currently the fourth seeded team in the playoff picture. Currently the fourth seeded, and I think this was actually done before yesterday's game. But as of right now, we would host a playoff game. If it ended today, we would host a playoff game. So we right in the thick of things, man. Right in the thick of things. Ark says our young team needs to experience in the playoffs. I can definitely agree with you on that. Let's ring the bell on that. You're right. Art, you're right. Now that is a perspective that has not been talked about enough. You are absolutely right, because we still got a young team, specifically on offense. So even if we go to the playoffs and we get smashed up, we lose 38-17, something like that, we need that experience in the playoffs. Because as we all know, the regular season and playoffs, those are two totally different worlds. So Art, that's a damn good point, sir. Definitely agree with you on that. Facebook says, "What's the word title? What's going on, Facebook? How you feeling, Facebook user? How you feeling today? What's popping with you? What's up, Dave? How you feeling today, bro?" Says there's nothing legit about this team except for a defense that try mostly every week. So Dave said nothing legit about the team but the defense. Dave said he don't really have no faith in that offense, and that's fair, Dave. That's definitely fair. The offense definitely lacks a lot to be desired, man. It really does. Such a roller coaster ride dealing with the offense all year long, quarterback all year long, questionable play calling by the head coach / offensive coordinator / play caller. So very, very, very valid point. Facebook is just going to YouTube to watch Crimzino in the building. I appreciate you going to YouTube, man. What's going on with you? What's popping? What's up, Joy? Joy's a definitely fool. Go. What's popping, Joy? Matty T in the building. What's going on, Matty? Matty says, I was at the game yesterday. Let's ring the bell for that. Matty T getting to see his Dirty Birds up there in East Rutherford, New Jersey. How was the game, Matty? You have a good time, man? It looked pretty live in there for it to be raining. I know I watched some footage that Uncle Steve posted on his page. So it looks like a good time was had in there. To me, I know some people prefer to watch games at home. I prefer to go to game. I like that live experience most times. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Championship games, I kind of like to be at the house. I kind of like to be at the house for some odd reason. Championship games, I like to be at the house. I don't know. Dave says I would not move on from Kyle Pitts. He didn't all of a sudden forget how to play football. He has developed a wart, but not enough to give up on him. I'd rather see the play caller, play designer go. So Dave said instead of moving off Kyle Pitts, move off Arthur Smith. I could dig it. I think that's a pretty favorable sentiment among a lot of Falcons fans. Arthur Smith is his approval rating. You know, he had a presidential approval rating. His approval ratings are very low. I wonder if we did an Arthur Smith approval rating, what the rating would be. What, about 40%? You don't think? 30? No, probably not that high. Probably about 30%. Art says can't overlook no team in the playoffs. You're right. Even coming from the NFC South, you were absolutely correct. They says, was that a draw? Play that resulted in a safety. I don't think that was a draw. I think if I remember right, I think that was a quick sweep, I think. Like a quick baby toss sweep. If I remember correctly, but I don't think it was a draw play. I might be mistaken because I didn't go back and watch the game a second time like I typically do. But I think that was a quick toss sweep. Joy says the 9 games that Ritter played, only 4 times have we scored over 20. I read something today, Joy. It's funny that you mentioned that, bro. Because I read something today that said the Falcons have not scored 30 points or more yet this season. And that's the first time since 1978 that has been done. Most of us weren't even here yet in 78 during the football season. The first time since 1978 that we had scored 30 or more points during the football season. That's not a good thing. Offense definitely needs help. Offense definitely needs help. And like George saying here, to repeat it, the 9 games that Ritter played, only 4 times have we scored over 20 points. And Joy, if you remember, I mean, that was really a lot of people's knock on Ritter last year, not being able to score. You know, he didn't throw his first 2 touchdown passes until the second half of the last game of the year against Tampa, when they pretty much had given up on the game. So that raised a lot of people's eyebrows last year. Like, hey, man, this guy probably can't put points on the scoreboard. And we're seeing that now. You know, so that's a very interesting point you just made. Larry says, even if we made the playoffs, if Jaden Daniels or Penix Jr. followed us, they got to. I feel like they got to draft the quarterback now, man. You ain't seeing nothing from Desmond Ritter to make you so confident to say, well, we shouldn't draft the quarterback. No, you got to go ahead and get a quarterback at this point. Norman, how you doing? How you feeling? I actually think we match up good with the Cowboys, especially if we can run the ball and play good defense. I'm pretty confident in the defense, and I do agree. If we can run the ball, that gives us a better chance to be a better matchup. If they stop us from running the ball and force us to pass against their defense, whoo, it might get ugly, Norman. If we gotta rely on passing the ball, whoo, thing might get up. That thing may get ugly. Might get ugly. Art says I wouldn't be mad at all or grabbing Justin Fields. Okay, you talking to Larry Dixon? What? You still hear the Justin Field trade rumors out there. We got to do something, man. We got to do something. DJ says the most emotion I've seen for Kyle Pitts was when he was shocked about the pass. You're right, the pass interference call. Why can't they get that same emotion on? I know, man. Emotion and passion. Like, he don't have that, man. He just he don't have it in him, man. Like, he just, and I guess that's just a personality thing, but he don't have that emotion and that passion that you be want to see from players. Now, I give Drake London all the props in the world because Drake has that passion for the game. He displays that emotion a lot. Kyle Pitts, he just be looking like he'd rather be at home playing PlayStation, man. Kick back playing PlayStation, you know. Man, let's see. Atlanta supporters says we in there. Joey says my problem with winning a horrible division is it gives fuel to blank to keep Arthur and Ritter. Sorry. I'm not gonna lie, Joe. I be thinking that too, man. Like, when you win a sorry division, it's misleading in a lot of different ways. One of the main ways you just pointed out now, maybe that gives Arthur Blank a false sense of security, so to speak. I don't even know if I'm using false sense of security in the correct meaning, but when I say false sense of security, like, okay, yeah, they can do, you know, Arthur Smith can be a good coach. Desmond Ritter can be a good quarterback, but I'm just hoping they watching the game like some of us are watching the game and the players and the play calling. I mean, and they can't have such tunnel vision where they don't understand. Well, we just really beating bad teams, and we're not even dominating bad teams. I mean, honestly, the Jets was in the game all game yesterday. What the final score was 13-8, I think. So not like we ran away from this Jets team who had their third and fourth string quarterbacks in there. So you're right, Joy. I'll be thinking the same thing, and I know that's going to give a lot of the fans a false sense of security. Oh, yeah, we made the playoffs. Yeah, you woo. And I'm always happy to get in the playoffs, but it's just like, y'all, come on, man. You got to learn how to look at your team without having all your Falcons blinders on too now. Because if you wasn't a Falcons fan, would you really say this stuff about the Falcons team? And I know that can be tough to do. Shout out to Greg with the super chat. I appreciate that. Let's beat the jump. Beat this run. Big $10 super chat, Greg. Man, thank you. I definitely appreciate the super chat, bro. Good looking out. Greg says, Tyler, we got to get a quarterback. Really just ain't the future for this team. If I'm the first snap of the game, let's read it. Hey, Greg, boy, I was bad. I'm not going to even go there. We won. I love my team, but Ridder is horrible, even though, man, let's ring the bell for him being horrible old man. Hey, Greg, I could not agree with you more, bro. And you know that already. We be talking outside of YouTube. I could not agree with you more, man. I'm on the Jaden Daniels train. That's like really my priority number one guy right now. Michael Penix, even those injuries do concern me with Penix, but we got to get a quarterback. Even that means we got to trade up and go get him. It's time. It's definitely time. And also make sure y'all check out Greg, who specializes in making custom sneakers. Some of the dopest custom sneakers that you're gonna find. Greg, if you don't mind, please leave your social media links in the comment section. That way people can check you out. His work is so dope, y'all, that he does it for legends, celebrity legends. Goody Mob, he do their sneakers. Big Gip, Cujo. Y'all see them dope shoes that they have on them Nikes? Greg from Greg Custom Kicks has did that. And y'all see right here on the screen in parentheses where after the @ symbol where you can follow him on social media. So make sure to show him some love and check him out. One of the dopest in the game with doing custom kicks. So check out my dog Greg. And once again, Greg, I appreciate that. Good looking out, bro. Rustin Moore Jr. says 3 years in and it's the same results since the first 2 seasons when we were in Cap Hill. You're right. What's the excuse this year after spending $150 million? We don't have the head coach or the quarterback. I'm just emotionally checked out. You're the second person I seen type that, Russ. I forget somebody else said the same thing. Like, man, I done checked out. I already see what this year is, and that's sad, man. And like that's why as a franchise, man, you just can't go through these low periods where you've lost 5, 6, 7 consecutive years, man. Your fans will end up just checking out on you. Like, look, I still love you. I'm still gonna watch the games, but mentally and emotionally, I'm out of here, man. I'll get with y'all next year. The Dixon Way, Larry says the Falcons make the playoffs, and this sorry division is like a slump buster. When you was in high school, yeah. DJ says I really hope the Cowboys turn into the Cowboys in the playoffs against us. I just wish we had a game against a real dominant team before the playoffs so we can get a real fair. I do too. I was thinking about that also. I was like, man, I just really wish we had a real team left on the schedule so we know where we're at. You playing the Jets and the Kittens, the Carolina, New Orleans. Hey, you ain't gonna get a fair assessment like you said. I want us to go against a real good team. A dominant team, so we know where we're at. So we know where we're at. So I'm definitely with you in that boat. All right, since I'm a big fan of the Falcons, die hard, and I'm one of the ones that believe basically every week, other than saying Arthur Smith needs to be fired. But if Daniel falls off, so I'm with it. Hey, you gotta grab him. The thing about it, man, he fits perfectly what Arthur Smith like to do. Maybe if Arthur can get a quarterback like Daniels, he can open up his playbook a little bit more. Maybe he can start doing things with him that he might necessarily cannot do with Desmond Ritter. So I'm definitely on the Daniels train. Or if we grab Justin Fields, I'm with that too. And the Fields rumors are still out there. A lot of people feel like the Bears are going to end up drafting Caleb Williams. I don't see how they won't, to be honest with you. That's one of the best quarterback. One of the best quarterback talents that you've had coming out the draft since probably a Trevor Lawrence, as far as a prospect goes. So I don't see how they won't take him. They said the Falcons have become the butt of the jokes. Tired, they are the Jet. They are Jets level memes. We are, bro. We definitely are. We definitely are. And that's why we have these conversations about the Falcons, man. And that's why I love coming on here talking with y'all, because y'all understand what we all go through as Falcons fans. And a lot of y'all, like Dave, a lot of y'all just keep it real with me. I keep it real with y'all. There's a certain segment of the fan base that just won't admit, hey man, we're a mess. We're the butt of the jokes, So I appreciate being able just to have real conversations like this with y'all. Atlanta Sports says one day the Atlanta Falcons win the Super Bowls. I've been saying it on the Atlanta Falcons page as well. I'm not playing. The marathon continues. Let's get it. And I can attest to that. He's been saying it from day one. Been saying it on this page. I see him saying it on a lot of other content creators' pages. And I think it's coming too, Atlanta Support. Hopefully for both of us, it comes sooner than later. And like I say, I promise you, Atlanta Support, I got the drinks are all on me at the parade whenever it happens. Drinks are on me. I says, Todd, agree 100. Pat Mahomes is him, definitely. I don't discredit the challenge, but Eagles have digressed, especially Hurts in their secondary. Cowboys can be ran on, and we know their playoff record. You're right. Any given Sunday, I totally agree. Totally agree with you on that. The Cowboys, they get in the playoffs every year, and they melt down. I love to see it, though, because I don't like the Cowboys. I love to see it. I don't mind seeing it. I don't mind seeing them melt down. I love to see it, man. But you're right. You have everything you said there is definitely factual. Matty T says cold, wet, and fun, and a ton of Falcons fans. I seen that again on Steve's footage. There seem to be a lot of Falcons fans around him. I seen a lot of red and black jerseys out there too, and I'm glad you had fun. Art says nothing like going to a game on the road, especially if I know, bro, that walk out that stadium, that'd be the best part when your team wins. That walk out that stadium, that'd be the best part. Facebook user at the rate of his development, Ritter may not even get a second NFL. Oh man, boy, banging on Ritter. Who is that banging on Ritter like that? You say, man, get a second contract. Good, Google it, Moogle it. Dang. This is exactly all right. I want this team to make it to the playoffs. Use it as an opportunity to assess the team against better competition. How the team performs should help in some offseason decisions. Also, let's ring the bell with that. But you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. And Lisa, like you and Art saying, look, this is an assessment opportunity for us. As big as Falcons fans as we are, I think we all know, hey, this ain't the Super Bowl year right now. So get into the playoffs, getting that playoff experience as a young team. And like Lisa saying here also, it helps make some off-season decisions in regards to who stays, who goes, who get what contract, who doesn't get this contract. So excellent point there by you both. Dave says, my point, Ty, is how do you even think to hand the ball off literally in the end zone? We talked about that last night, Dave. I did not like the play call. I get what you're saying. You obviously now, since you made this comment, you were being facetious. I don't know. I don't know. I thought they would run another quarterback sneak, but obviously that didn't work. And Bijan ended up getting tackled in the end zone and the safety happened. Luckily for us, they had Number Bonds playing quarterback because their defense definitely played well enough to win. Without a shadow of a doubt, their defense played well enough to win. Raymond says the lid is 5. Appreciate it, bro. Thanks a lot. Trying to type on his phone, correcting grammar, but the sweat kid from Texas is a looker. Who are you talking about exactly from Texas? My apologies. I'm not up to date on Texas players, so you gotta give me a little bit more insight. But I definitely appreciate the compliment on the hat. I think that's actually why I bought it from Liz. In fact, um, Lee says the safety is on Smith's play calling. Well, I call a play that requires development in the end zone. I was screaming at the TV. Yeah, that's definitely on Smith. And then you playing against that defense at that. You know, it ain't like you playing Tampa Bay. Man, you playing against one of the top defenses in the NFL. I don't know. I'm like you, Lisa. You were screaming at the TV. I was cussing at the TV, Lisa. I was cussing at the TV. uh, Days in the beginning to have nightmares about Ryan Tannehill. Oh, don't do that, Dave. Don't do that, Dave. Don't do that, Dave. Don't do that, Dave. Don't do that. Don't even think that into any kind of possible existence. We're not going down that road. While watching the Bucks and Saints draft their potential for, don't do that, Dave. Don't do that, Dave. Don't do that to her. No. Man, bro. Ryan Tannehill, what? Damn, 36, 37 years old. Often injured, man. I swear, bro, if they bring Tannehill in here, man, I would have some real doubts about the decision making of this team and the direction of this team if you bring in Tannehill. If you bring in Tannehill and you paying this guy probably close to $30 million a year, bro, you might well just go draft your rookie. Like Tannehill ain't got much left in the tank. You can see that this last 2 years, boy, they better not bring in Tannehill. They don't do that. Oh, terrifying though. If you got any sense, you would veto that, man. Winston in the house with the eye test, and make sure to check out Winston and also John on YouTube at the eye test as well. Of course, make sure to show them same type of love and support that you show me. Write up the comments, run up the likes, run up the shares. What's going on, Bucket Chat? What's going on with you, Winston? Art says, I forget Dallas got to go. Yeah, Dallas got to go. Yeah. Parsons and then a secondary, hey. That's why I say, man, if we can't get into a situation if we play in Dallas, because, so much could change in these next 5 games. But if that's what we end up playing, like, we can't get in a situation where we're forced to pass the ball. That would not bode well for us at all. We're just because, you're going to be dependent on Desmond Ridder in the playoffs against a team with an elite type pass rush, an elite pass rusher at that, and then a opportunistic secondary with Dallas. No, we need to be able to get Bijan running the ball, Tyler Algier running the ball, CP running the ball. That would be our key ingredient to success versus them. Facebook says we don't even have to wait on Jaden to fall. We need to do like the Panthers did and make a move and go get it. I'm with it, man. I'm with it. Last time we made a big move in the first round was Julio Jones. When we felt like that was our guy, we went and got Julio Jones. And that was the most successful 10-year stretch of the Falcons franchise of our history as a franchise. That was the most successful period. You went to one Super Bowl. We won't talk about how that ended. You won an NFC championship, obviously. You lost a second NFC championship that you really should have won. Most successful period. So if that's your guy, go get your guy. Go get your guy. Winston says, chat, smash the like button. Please smash that like button, y'all. Thank you very much for that, Winston. Uncle Steve in the building. What's happening with you, Steve? How you doing, bro? We were just talking about you with your footage of the game. I saw a lot of Falcons fans. Well, a good bit of Falcons fans up there for the Jets and the Falcons game also. But shout out to Uncle Steve. Make sure that you do follow Uncle Steve on YouTube. Run up the comments, run up the likes, run up the shares. Says my brother, great question. Fool's goal is legit. Honestly, I think it's a subjective question because the NFC is so watered down. That's very true. It's hard to say. It's hard to say, are we that bad or is the league bad, especially a quarterback? Great answer. And you're right. with the NFC and in the kind of position that it is currently in regards to the team. That goes back to what Albert was saying earlier about, are there any real legit elite teams at this point outside of the 49ers? No. And we saw them beat Philadelphia just yesterday. And that, Steve, that goes back to what we said a moment ago. With it being any given Sunday, that's the point Art made. Like, hey man, we get in there, you never know what can happen. You know. So great point, great perspective. DJ says even if we do draft Jaden Daniels, if we still have Arthur Smith, I can see him still starting right at the beginning. I see that too, and I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at that. I would not be mad at that at all. I don't feel like you necessarily have to start a quarterback you take in the first round right off the rip. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. They take Jaden Daniels and Ritter still be the guy going to see. Hey, I'm cool with it. I'm fine with it. I at least know I got my guy in Flowery Branch. I would be absolutely fine with it. I have no problem at all with that one way or the other. They says I am in a minority, but Pitts has that in him. I've seen a lot of it while he was at Florida. Pitts obviously has a lot of talent. And I've expressed this before. My issue with Pitts is effort and passion. That's what I don't see out of Kyle Pitts. I don't see the effort. I don't see the passion. And it's like this, Dave. When people say that they've checked out mentally, they've checked out emotionally on this team because they already know what the Falcons are. I kind of feel like Pitts has done the same in a sense. I feel like he's checked out. I don't know him. I don't know anybody close to him. But when I watch him, it just looks like he's just so disengaged when he's on that field. Almost like he is saying to himself, I really would rather be somewhere else. This coach, this game is not for me. I'd rather be somewhere else. And I just feel like at this point, a divorce between Pitts and the Falcons may be a good thing for both parties. And the direction that they're trying to go as a franchise and as a player. Because I just don't see it from Kyle. When he's taxed to block or he's asked to block, he's not 7 times out of 10 his man is gonna beat him. We all know the routes he run. He looks lackadaisical and lazy a lot of times, and I don't see that fire in him. I don't see the fire. He obviously has the talent, but again, I just don't see that effort. I don't see that passion from Pitts. What's up, Dennis? Says Patriots dominated the SAR division for over 18 years. You right? And won 6 Super Bowls out of it? Won 6 Super Bowls. Oh man. Let's see. Make sure I don't miss no comments. Lisa says Blank was in New Jersey. He may be old, but he's not blind. You're right. Art's still moving around. He's still moving around. Albert says Ritter and the offense in general have to be better, period. You're right. Not running on the 31st ranked run defense is inexcusable. Jets against Mahomes, Allen, Hurst this year, 3 TDs, 8 interceptions, 3 fumbles. That Jet defense is legit. You're right. We didn't play any bums in regards to that defense, without a doubt. Without a doubt, we did. And y'all make sure to keep the comments coming, y'all. Keep the comments coming. We got Dwayne Red says Jonathan Villman said it on yesterday on TV. All you need to do is get in the tournament because the 7-9 Seahawks did what the Aints in the playoffs. You're right. Let's ring the bell for that. Let's ring the bell for the Aints losing in the playoffs. You're right. He said beast mode happened, and they were 11-5 at that point in time. But yeah, y'all please make sure to keep the comments coming. Y'all definitely do appreciate it. Let's see, William Amy says Kyle Pitts need to finish yards after the catch. And William, that going back to like what I said, I just don't see the effort in Kyle, man. Something telling me that Kyle, he's just mentally checked out. I mean, I'm not saying that he's quit. I don't want nobody to go, but man, Titus said Kyle Pitts quit on us. No, I'm not saying he quit. I don't think he's quit. I think he goes out there and he still tries to play and perform. But I just think mentally he just realizes this is just not the best situation for Kyle. I think Kyle thinks to himself, this is not the best situation for Kyle. I got to find a way to get out of here. That's what I mean when I do say that. But yeah, please keep the comments going, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and move our player grades here. Y'all know how it goes for the player grades. Those of you who may not know what we do after every game, we come in here, we give our weekly player grades on our players, our coaches, and we use a scholastic grading system, A plus to F. And y'all know what that means. A plus is, of course, the very best, creme de la creme. F means we need to cut you. You're a bum. You're a trash. You are an embarrassment. So we're going to get started. We always traditionally start with defense. So no use in changing the tradition. We'll start with defense once again. So who we going to start with this game? This one should be interesting. You know what? But before we do player grades, I forgot. I brought some stats today. I forgot to tell y'all I brought stats today. So let me go over the stats I brought, and then we'll get into the player grades. Since we're doing player grades, I went ahead and I did a projected pace for some players. You know, we're 12 games deep into the season. So what I did is I used, of course, the math to see what everybody's pace will be at the end of the season in regards to their stats. I just wanted to share those with you guys. Let's start with Drake London. Drake London is currently on pace to finish the regular season with 65 catches, 811 yards, and right at about 3 touchdowns. Drake London is on pace to have finished the regular season with 65 catches, 811 yards, and 3 touchdowns. That's Drake London. Number eight overall pick. Now keep that in mind. Next on the list, Tyler Algier. Tyler Algier is currently on pace to finish with 815 all-purpose yards. That's including rushing and receiving. Tyler Algier is currently on pace to have 815 all-purpose yards and 4 touchdowns. Tyler Algier. Next up to Bijan, our sensational rookie from Texas. Speaking of Texas, Bijan is currently on pace to finish the regular season with 1,447 all-purpose yards. Bijan is currently on pace to finish the regular seasons with 1,447 all-purpose yards, just shy of 1,500. He's also currently on pace to have 8.5 touchdowns, so we'll round that up. We'll just say 9. We'll be nice. He plays for us. But Bijan is currently on pace to finish 9 touchdowns and 1,400 all-purpose yards. We just talked about Kyle Pitts. So let's go to the tight ends now. Jono Smith is currently on pace to finish with 52 catches, 613 receiving yards, and 3 touchdowns. Jono Smith is currently on pace to finish the regular season with 52 catches, 613 receiving yards, and 3 touchdowns. Jono Smith. Kyle Pitts is currently on pace to finish with 58 catches. Just 6 more than Jono Smith, by the way. 697 receiving yards, 1.4 touchdowns. So the math is saying that Kyle Pitts is probably not going to get another touchdown this year in the regular season. 58 catches, 697 yards, 1.4 touchdowns. I'm going to repeat Jono Smith again. 52 catches, 613 yards, 3 touchdowns. And finally, we got Desmond Ridder. Ridder is currently on pace to have 2,874 passing yards. Ridder is currently on pace to have 2,874 passing yards. So just shy of 2,900. With 17 touchdowns total. That's including rushing and passing. 17 total touchdowns and 20 turnovers. Let me give y'all Ridder's numbers again. He's on pace to have 2,874 passing yards, 17 touchdowns, and 20 turnovers. That's Desmond Ridder's pace. And just want to share that with you so you kind of know what the projected pace is. But let's go ahead and get to our player grades at this point in time. We'll go ahead and wrap up today's show. Let's start off with the defense today. Let's see who we want to go with first today. Let's start with Big Nate Dog. Big Nate Landman. Let's go with Nate. Nate had a total yesterday of 5 tackles, 2 solo tackles. He assisted on 3 tackles. He did have 1 tackle for loss. He also forced 1 fumble and had 1 pass defended or pass deflected. Again, Nate Landman finished with 5 total tackles, 2 solo tackles, assisted on 3 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 forced fumble, 1 pass deflected. If you will, make sure to drop your grade in the comment section for Nate Landman, please, for me. Thank you. Got Jeff in the building. What's up, Jeff? How you feeling, bro? How you been doing, man? Always good to see you in here. Dwayne Reyes is that boy Landman is a dog. I agree with that on that. Jesse should be all pro this year. I think he will be. DJ said we're grading game or season. We're doing just this Jets game currently. Norman says that's pathetic for London. Yeah, it's not ideal. It's definitely not ideal for where we drafted these guys at. Raymond says I'm going to watch the all 22 to get a better assessment. The little I saw, I thought B. John was going to get killed on those stretch plays. I'll tackle. Maybe the offense will be better. That and again, they were playing a great just defense too. They were playing a great just defense. But yeah, drop your grades in the comment for Nate Landman for me also, please. Raymond Collins says C- for tight end with the QB play. Hard to grade these dudes. Art says A- for Landon. Nate Landman. Davis is B+. Love the forced fumble. Yeah, that was a great play. Facebook user says an A. Coach says A. Should end up in the Pro Bowl. They keep erasing my link, Toddy. I don't know why. YouTube will do that sometime. Do this for me, yeah, because YouTube they do pretty much erase all links. I wasn't thinking about that, but send me the link, Coach, and then I'll post it in the description of this video. So just inbox me the link on Facebook, and then I'll post it in the description of the video. Millie Mills in the building. What's up with you, bro? How you feeling, dog? What's going on? Happy victory reminder to you, man. Winston says B+. That forced fumble was clutch. It definitely was. Are you aces? A- for Nate Dog. What's up, Nando? Says B for Nate Dog. Rusty says an A for Nate Dog. So Nate gets some good grades. Dwayne says B+. Raymond says Landman A. Been one of the best on D with base. I definitely agree. DJ says I'm sorry, but Nate Landman gets an F. Oh, okay, for fantastic. You had me for a moment. He's amazing, man. I just need him to work on his open field. I agree with you on that. I like, dang, boy, DJ coming here grading hard today. He didn't gave him an L. Russ is actually the Jets dude on offense. Boy won like 2 games in college or something. Landman gets a B. Facebook user says, rise up to your Facebook user. What's going on? Envy G's in the building. Envy, what's up with you, bro? What's happening with you? What's going on? All right, so Nate looked like he got some pretty good grades. So we'll move on to our next person here. Let's go. Let's go his tag team partner. Let's go Caden Ellis next. Caden had a total of 6 tackles. He actually had 5 solo tackles. He had one. He also assisted on 1 tackle. And again, we were grading Caden Ellis on a grading scale of A plus through F. His numbers were 6 total tackles, 5 solo tackles, and he assisted on 1 tackle. So, what grade would y'all give for Caden Ellis yesterday? Make sure to put that in the comment section for me, please. And we are grading Caden Ellis once again. What's up, Facebook user? What's going on? Rusty Moore says a C for Caden. Davis is a B. A. He would have gave him an A if not for that stupid penalty. That was a bad penalty. I don't know. I guess probably the emotion and his momentum probably got the best of him. But we won the game, so I'm not too mad about it. Miller says the way Ellis hit Brees Hall on the sidelines with good football being played. Wasn't no damn late hit. Yeah, I wasn't mad at it, Miller. I wouldn't. I be want to see that over aggressiveness from the Falcons from time to time because we've notoriously in the past has been like so soft and you know just good image type of guys. I kind of like to see that rebel come out of us every now and then. Facebook user says I'm late, but did y'all discuss Abacator? No, we have not discussed AK or Elza yet. We may grade him also next. Since you mentioned it, we may grade him next. Nando says B plus. The solos are vital. I agree with you on that. DJ says Caden Ellis needs to work on his presence on the field. I don't feel his presence as much as Nate Lamont. I'll give Ellis a B. That's still a good grade for him. Art says, Caden maybe like a C. Millie says Ellis gets a B from me. Says, no, I changed that to a B minus. Okay. Coach says Ellis gets a D, but I acknowledge he in the wrong scheme. Winston says a B plus. Ellis and Lamont have given us our best linebacker duo since Depot and Foy. That's high praise. Facebook uses a B for Ellis. Oh, what's going on, Sebo? How you doing, bro? What's popping, man? Kevia Cloud also in the building also. What's up, Kevia? How you feeling, bro? So pretty good grades for the linebackers yesterday, y'all. We gave Nate pretty good grade. We gave Kalen pretty good grade. Alberto checking in. Says, what's going on, Tyler? What's popping, Alberto? I give him a B. So pretty good grades from the linebackers. That's encouraging. You know, that's encouraging as a fan. You know, when we can grade our linebackers pretty good. So we'll go to our next person here. Let's see. Somebody requested Arnold Ebiketie, so let's grade Ebiketie. We taking requests today. Arnold Ebiketie yesterday, he had 1 tackle, 1 solo tackle. He did not assist on any tackles. He had 1 quarterback hit. He also had 1 forced fumble, and he did get 1 sack. So make sure to drop your grades in the comments for AK. Again, he had 1 tackle. He had 1 solo tackle, no assist, 1 quarterback hit, 1 forced fumble, and he did have 1 sack for us also. So make sure to give us your grades for Arnold Ebiketie's game yesterday. Ark says A for AK. He looked good after out there attacking and being aggressive. Davis is a B plus, starting to get it. Pressure was good. Facebook user said a strip sack, right? I think that was how it happened. I think it was a strip sack. Y'all correct us in the comments if we are wrong on that, please. Miller says, "Can I get Bud? Yeah, we'll do Bud Dupree next, actually." But Miller says, "Can I give Dupree a B plus? Dude finally got home and tightened up that being off the edge a little bit." Yeah, Bud Dupree was very, very aggressive yesterday. I like what I seen from Bud yesterday. Bud looked like he got up early and he ate his Wheaties with breakfast because Bud was out there just kicking ass yesterday. I like his aggressiveness. He was using his hands like I really haven't seen a lot from Bud throughout the year. So I like what I seen from Bud. And we'll make sure to do Bud also, Millie. Rusty says a C. Cole said B, fumbling sack saved him. DJ says saying with Ellis, Arnold needs to work on his presence. Although I'll give him this when he shows, he shows. Just need it more consistently. I'll give him an A. Okay, I can dig that. Let's ring the bell for that. I can definitely dig that. Nando says his impact was felt. Winston says A, aka a sneaky good star line for the amount of snaps he played. Yeah. Stat line, excuse me. Cheese ATL. What's up with your cheese? Says a B. Facebook user says a B. Facebook user says a B minus. Rusty says a sneaker stat line. He had one tackle that happened to be a sack. It was all in the same play. So Rusty said, here's some perspective. And we are grading AK, y'all. Any other grades coming in for Arnold Abel-Katie? That's what we're currently grading right now at this time. Arnold Abel-Katie. All right, so we'll go to our next player. Millie requested Bud Dupree. So we're going to grade Bud Dupree right now. Bud Dupree actually was tied for the I was going to say the league, for the team lead in tackles yesterday with 7. He had 7 tackles yesterday, 3 solo tackles. He assisted on 4 tackles. He had 2 tackles for loss, 1 forced fumble, and 2 sacks. He damn near hit all the stat line points. But we are grading Bud Dupree. Make sure to drop your grade for Bud Dupree in the comment, please. Let me give you a stat line again. Bud Dupree, 7 total tackles, 3 solo tackles. He assisted on 4 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 2 quarterback hits, 1 forced fumble, 2 sacks. We are grading Bud Dupree. Facebook says I can't find it, but I think it was a strip sack. I think it was too. Cheese ATL says an A. Nando says A plus. Love the aggressiveness. I did too. Let's ring the bell for that. That's what I liked from him yesterday. Also, he was just super aggressive yesterday. David says A. 2 sacks made the Jets fill us yesterday. I agree. Arks is B for Bud. Where's the Bud? Where's the Bud? Winston is A plus. Dupree came up strong and was fed all game. If you keep this up, we can actually do something this year. I agree on that. Love the comment. Coach says A plus. Although Harbor used 3-4, he was still able to get home. DJ says Bud Dupree is amazing, man. A. He had that passion that players on the offense need. Kyle Pitts. Let's ring the bell for that. That's what I be saying. I don't see from Kyle. I just don't see that passion from him, man. And maybe it's a personality thing. You know, we didn't really see it from Julio Jones when he was here, but Julio was so damn good. He didn't have to. You just knew he was good. It was kind of like Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders didn't show a lot of passion when he played. And I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying some players are just so exceptionally great that they don't have to be the rah-rah guys, you know, the spirit guys. They just that good. Julio, Barry Sanders. But yeah, back to the grades. Facebook user says A for Bud. Facebook user, that's my tight end. DJ says Bud Dupree remind me of Steven Means, but he can actually play. Oh, damn. Facebook user, he led the teams in yards at least. All right, and we are grading Bud Dupree at this time, y'all. Any other grades coming in for Bud Dupree? Let's see who we gonna do next. All right, so we'll go to our next player, y'all. Let's do you know what? Let's do Clark Phillips, y'all. Hold on, we got some more grades coming in for Bud. Hold on a second. All right, so Uncle Steve coming in says, Bud, anything less than A means you really didn't watch the game yesterday. So Steve, bang it on something, y'all. Facebook said, well, are we saying legit is a team that may make the Super Bowl? On that question, we're saying like just are they a legit good team? Not so much like a Super Bowl team, not so much like a Super Bowl contender, but are they a legit team? But yeah, let's go to our next player, y'all. I almost forgot about him, but I think this would be very interesting to grade him because we saw more of him yesterday than we typically have seen all year. But let's go with Clark Phillips. Clark Phillips the third. Clark Phillips yesterday had a total of 4 tackles, 4 solo tackles. So Clark Phillips pretty much said, "I do all my tackles by my lonely." Like that old Naughty by Nature song. Naughty by Nature song. I do my dirt all by my lonely. Clark Phillips said, "I do all my tackles by my lonely." He also had 1 tackle for loss. So that's Clark Phillips. Got some playing time yesterday due to some guys going down with injuries. But please drop your grades for Clark Phillips in the comment for me if you don't mind. He had a total of 4 sacks. He not 4 sacks, excuse me. 4 tackles. 4 solo tackles. 1 tackle for loss. What's your grade for Clark Phillips yesterday, please? Rest is B only because Jets have 32nd ranked offensive line perspective. And I think you are grading Bud Dupree. David Starr says B plus. Rookie was very not bad yesterday. Tackle, cover, and I didn't mind the effort holding penalty at all. DJ says Clark Phillips gets a B plus. Clark got the dog in him, man. He's not afraid to hit. He gonna come at you, and you better be ready. Aggressiveness, I like that. I need to see how Clark play against a good offense to you. You're right. You're right. And some good quarterbacks. You're right. I can dig it. But I think at least we saw some potential in him also yesterday. Nando says B plus, other than him getting burnt, but love his impact in the run game. Art says F for free Mr. Clark. Free Mr. Clark. Let's ring the bell for that. Get the man on the field. I definitely enjoyed what I seen. Coach says, "Hey, unlike Ritter, he got his shot and he showed up. No excuses. Banging on Desmond Ritter." Art says, hashtag free Mr. Clark. I could dig it. Lean on me. Classic movie, man. Classic movie. I may need to watch it. I ain't seen it in some years, but it's a classic. Simo says he gives Clark a C plus. He was great on the run, but he has a couple times he got beat or had a penalty. I think I do recall him getting a penalty. Winston says A plus. Looked damn good stepping in when AJ went down. Okuda better get it together before he goes to the bench. Okuda looks shaky lately, man. Rest says I like Clark. He reminds me of Brian Poole. B plus. Raymond says B. Came in and was laying the hat down. Interference penalty, knocked him down a letter grade. That's respectable. Uncle Steve says Clark, a B. First extensive time at cornerback. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, so some pretty good grades for Clark Phillips. I'm not going to even do Jeff Okudah a disservice of grading him. You know what? I'm going to grade Jeff Okudah. Let's grade. This should be interesting. This will be interesting. Let's grade Jeff Okudah. Jeff Okudah yesterday had 5 total tackles, 5 solo tackles. So no help needed with him either. So, and that was virtually his entire stat line. We are grading Jeff Okudah yesterday. He had 5 total tackles, 5 solo tackles. He didn't have any pass defendants or any forced fumbles, no interceptions, or nothing. Just 5 tackles, all 5 were solo tackles. So drop your grades for Jeff Okudah for me, if you don't mind. Williams says Jeff Okudah gets a C minus. David Stark says a F. Got seasoned and cooked, served on the platter. Coach says a C or a D. Uncle Steve says Okudah C minus. Slow up on that extension talk. Yeah, let's ring the bell on that. Let's ring the bell on that, Steve. Like, hey, we're gonna pump our brakes on that one. Pump our brakes. Steve, it's almost like lately, Steve, we kind of been starting to see a little bit of maybe why he got up out of Detroit as the number 3 overall pick. Woo, we starting to see a little glimpse of it. So I'm with you on that, Steve. Hey, let's just pump our brakes. We're gonna have plenty of time in the offseason to assess things. So we don't have to extend him right now. DJ says, Jeff C. Enough said. Don't let the stats fool you. It's all about the eye test. Shout out to John and Winston. Shout out to the eye test. And make sure you do follow the eye test right here on the YouTube platform. Millie Mills says, the real question is, was this a preview of Atlanta Falcon football without AJ? Seeing how CP3 played, it might be for real. Interesting. Are you insinuating, Millie, that either AJ will be maybe injured, or are you just saying he might not get another contract? Interesting question. Ark says, B, for getting burnt like Grandma Biscuit, still my favorite player, though. Winston says a D+. Only good thing is Akuda isn't afraid to tackle, but he be getting roasted like chicken from Chicken Fiesta. Simo says C for Jeff. I'll extend him at the right price. So Simo says the money got to make sense. It got to make sense. I can dig it. Let's see what else on defense we got. We can get one more defender in before we go to the offense, y'all. Oh, yeah, we got to do Jesse Bates, right? Got to do Jesse, right? Got to grade Jesse. So let's grade Mr. Jesse Bates in the building. Jesse yesterday also was tied for the team lead in tackles. Yesterday, he had 7 tackles. 5 of his 7 were solo tackles. He also assisted on 2 tackles, had 1 pass defended, and, of course, he had yet another interception for Jesse Bates. He's been playing phenomenal football for the Falcons. So make sure to drop your grades in the comment section for Jesse Bates. I'll give you the stat line here again. He has 7 total tackles, 5 solo tackles. He assisted on 2 tackles, 1 pass defended, and he had 1 interception. What's your grades for Jesse Bates, please? Facebook user says C-. Carlo Wiggins says, what do you think of the USFL signing? Who did we pick up, Carlo? I didn't even know we picked up anybody. I hadn't really been on social media too much today, outside of this right here, in regards to like Twitter, seeing what we did today. So you actually got to educate me on that because I'm not aware of it. Art says, don't do it, Winston. Oh, he's talking to Winston. David says, A, another pick that led to points. True that. Carlos says A+. Coach says A++. Restructure his contract and lock him in. Art says B for baiting them fools in on yet another interception. All pro. Definitely all pro. Raymond says A+. Simo gives Bates an A+ also. Winston A+. Bates making any less than the second team all pro would be robbery without a mask on. Millicent tied out. I don't. AJ gets the money he's looking for. I don't know if he gets the money he's looking for here with us, but if he stays cool, I can definitely see that. I'm hoping that they can come to a agreement on a contract. If not, I think the Falcons would actually franchise tag him before they let him walk. I just feel like I do feel like you gotta keep AJ Terrell here. I feel like you gotta keep him here because the chances of you finding somebody that's gonna be better than him at his age are very, very slim. Carlos says he keeps the troops morale up. DJ says Jesse gets the A+. Why are we not putting in Defensive Player of the Year? Putting him in Defensive Player of the Year conversation. He's the best safety by far. I agree. I definitely agree. Winston says Frank, that Genda or Genda, who we signed in the preseason, but we released him. Okay, he's just probably just a body. I don't think he'll see significant snaps. I don't think. Probably just a depth sign, I would assume. Russell says read the stats again. Okay, let's read it again. Jesse Bates yesterday had 7 tackles,
5 solo tackles, 2 assists, 1 pass defended, 1 interception. Jason Bates, 7 tackles, 5 solo tackles, 2 assists, 1 interception, and he defended 1 pass also. DJ said after this season, is Jesse going to move the best free agent safety we ever got over Alex and Turner? Is he going to move the I don't understand your question on that, DJ. The best free agent safety we ever got over Alex. Oh, you saying is he going to become the best free agent signing that we got? To be honest, I don't think you can make that. I don't think you can make that declaration after just 1 year because Alex Mack, played here for multiple years, and we ended up going to a Super Bowl with him. Michael Turner, he played multiple years here, and he actually led this offense for at least a couple of those years. All pro appearances. I think Jesse got to give us more than one great season to replace them in that hierarchy of our best free agent acquisition. Anthony says A plus Bates is the defense. Miller says Bates is just him. Ain't no grade for him. Uncle Steve suggested Bates A, very consistent. My apologies for breaking protocol, but extra credit. Shout out to Bradley Pena. Flipped the field when Ritter and company couldn't move the ball in bad weather. Yeah, that was a lot, Steve. What you talking about? Ritter and company. That was a lot of doing that, man. Old Pena made his chicken, as Marshawn Lynch likes to say. He made a lot of chicken yesterday, for us. Carlos says, yeah, Lamb replacement. Yeah, we talked about him. I gotta do research on him. I'm not real educated on him, how good or bad he is. So I can't honestly say that I got a true opinion on him, to be honest. Simo says we got to resign AJ. I think we do too. I think we got to resign him also as well. Carlos says Smitty got the rundown on. Okay, appreciate it. That'd be the perfect place for me to go get educated on him. So I got to make sure to check out his video on him tonight as well, and that way I could get up the breast on him. Desmond. Oh, that's Jeff. What's up, Jeff? This is A minus for Desmond Ritter A minus. Okay. All right, so we gotta make sure that we grade Desmond Ritter here. Rustin says a B. Keon says, man, if we don't stop playing and rebuild, let's ring the bell. Oh man. Facebook user Yo rise up, just checking in with you. Big dog, good win. I'm definitely all in on RD, and Bates is the best free agent we signed this season. I agree with you on that. What's up, Facebook user? DJ says I meant best free agent. Yeah, I caught it. I definitely caught it. Steve says respectfully, few players will be in defensive player of the year discussions on the 6 and 16. I think you're right with that too. Hopefully the team will keep winning to help his case. Yeah, you're right. You're gonna need some more wins, to really be a top candidate. I agree with you on that. William says we got this win. We got to get this win in the Benz on Sunday. I think we will. I think we're gonna lock it down. I think we're gonna look better than we looked these last 3 or 4 games for some reason. William says if AJ Terrell is not playing, next man up mentality. Facebook says Tony Gonzalez is one of the best signings. Abraham 2. Rusty says Turner is by far the best free agent we ever signed. He was crucial to Matt Ryan's development. Definitely was. William says Jesse Bates 3 saving Arthur Smith play call. Yeah, he done helped win a few games this year for sure. Raymond says, hey, Unc, you want to give Arthur a grade? I love Arthur. Oh, man, let's go to our next person. Who we got next up, man? Let's go to the offense next, y'all, and then we'll go ahead and wrap this up for today. Y'all know, bad as the offense player, we can't grade too many people on offense. So this would be a very short segment with the Falcons offense coming up here. Who can we grade? Do we got a receiver that we can grade? Good gracious. Let's grade Kyle Pitts. Outside of that, ain't nobody else that caught the ball. We can fairly grade. But let's go with Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts yesterday had 4 catches, 51 yards, no TDs. Longest catch of the day was 16 yards. He did have 8 targets. So if you would be so kind to drop your grade in the comments for Kyle Pitts, I'll repeat the stat line. Yeah, 4 catches for 51 yards. Longest catch of the day was 16 yards. He did have 8 targets. So what grade would y'all give for Kyle Pitts yesterday, please? Russell says Tony G, we traded for he wasn't a free agent. Williams says Nate Lamb deserves a contract. Hey, I agree with you on that. Lock Big Nate down. Please lock him down. Anthony says a C for Kyle Pitts yesterday. Kenderson says we traded for Abraham as well. Best free agent signing was Joe Horn. Okay. That was a name I wasn't expecting. Changed the entire trajectory of Roddy White's career. Let's ring the bell for that. Roddy does give him a lot of credit for doing exactly what you just typed, Kenderson. Also, Roddy is famous for saying that Joe Horn actually taught him how to be a pro. I'm gonna throw a little mud at somebody too. Y'all don't get mad at me, but a guy from New Orleans came and had to show Roddy how to be a pro. That should have been that quarterback we traded for, who should have been showing Roddy how to be a pro during that point in time. You know, we knew it. We all know what happened during that era, but our quarterback should have been showing him how to be a pro instead of showing him a lot of bad examples. But shout out to our former quarterback. Y'all know me. You know, hey, I'm just gonna keep it real, man. That was number 7's job to show him how to be a pro. But let's continue the grades. Kyle Pitts, strong C. David Starks, D. Only thing saving him from an F is the receptions with those lazy routes he ran. Super lazy. Super duper lazy. Raymond says D+. Kyle dropped a couple that hit him in the hands. I remember one of them drops too. DJ says Kyle Pitts had a decent day. Still got to get over his passion. I don't know if you've seen it, Toddy, but that play that was at INT, Pitts didn't even try to jump and catch it like you are 6'6", WT. I didn't notice it, but I'm gonna go back and watch the game tonight. I'm glad you said that, and that way I can make sure to key in on that play. So I'm definitely gonna check it out later on tonight. All right, since the F was hashtag free Kyle Pitts. Let's free Kyle Pitts, man. Please. Facebook user says, I am all off. You probably just behind on the stream. Sometimes I'll be watching somebody like Steve and I'll be way behind. And my comments be coming in and he talking about something else. You probably just watching on your phone. You probably just behind on the stream. It happens a lot. I'll be watching like I say, Steve, or just any other person on YouTube, and I'll be behind sometimes. Winston's B-, a lot of those targets were so off that there was nothing he could do about it. Russell says a D. The clear lack of effort really bothers me. But on the other hand, he knows his quarterbacks have been trash for the last 2 years, and his head coach is an incompetent, spoiled brat who should be assembling boxes at FedEx, rested banging on Coach Arthur Smith. Carlos says Tyler earned his keep. B. John still got to put in work. Now saying he ain't the goods. Carlos says D for pitiful. Oh, Pitt's pitiful. That's pretty clever. Let's go to our next person here. Hold on. Alberto says, Ty, do you think it's Arthur or Terry's fault for drafting Pitts? Ooh, that's a great question, Alberto. I think that Pitts was probably more on Arthur Smith than on Terry. Something tells me that a lot of times the way the Falcons draft structure is set up, that the head coach is probably has the most influence over the first round pick because he's the coach. He's the head coach. Pitts kind of leads me to believe that. Drake London leads me to believe that. And Bijan definitely leads me to believe that. picking on offensive guys. you know, an offensive minded coach who likes tight ends and he likes to run the ball is taking a running back and a tight end early in the draft. And I think probably Terry probably has more say so for the rest of the draft. But I think Arthur probably gets the first picks. And he'll probably kind of tell Terry in free agency the type of guys he's interested in also. But if I had to lay the quote unquote blame to anybody, I would probably say that was more of an Arthur Smith pick. DJ is a real question. Where's Jonah been? Yeah, he been quiet lately, man. He been quiet lately. You're right. He kind of had burst on the scene the middle part of the year. He been pretty quiet lately. Miller says Desmond Ritter. Really, dudes gets the damn D. The defense was vulnerable yesterday, and we still failed on offense. Dude, just a bomb. So you know we're gonna grade Ritter before we get out of here. Definitely. Simo says C+ for Kyle Pitts. Keon says Matt Ryan wanted Pitts because he felt like that's what he needed at the time. William says, can we play for 60 minutes on offense? Sadly, probably not, William. Just being honest, man, and I hate to say that, but probably not, bro. You know, we at this point on offense for us, we just have to hopefully we can have more ups than downs on offense, if that makes any sense. Are you aces? I think it was more Terry. Best player available. Y'all know that you don't even hear that best player available stuff no more. But I guess you probably won't hear it during this time of the year. I don't know if they still gonna be hollering that during next season's draft. We'll have to wait and see. Winston says, A title, who's the real unicorn in the offense? Well, of course we struck. We took Kyle Pitts' name from him, and Jono Smith's still the unicorn to me. That's the unicorn to me. The tight end who has the most touchdowns, I'm gonna call him the unicorn. We'll see if Kyle Pitts ever get his nickname back. That remains to be seen. All right, let's go to our next player, y'all. Who we got next on the chart here? We just did Kyle Pitts. It's a shame we can't grade more receivers, man. That's a dang shame. Sad. And Pruitt had a touchdown. I can't even grade him because that's the only thing he had. Well, I guess we got to go to the running backs, y'all. Like I said, this is going to be pretty short on the offense, bro. Let's go with Tyler Algier, man. And even this ain't very eventful. But Tyler Algier yesterday, he had 8 rushing attempts for 26 yards. Longest rush of the day was for 6 yards. And that's pretty much all he had. No receptions or anything. But again, Tyler Algier, 8 attempts for 26 yards, no touchdowns. Longest run of the day was 6 yards, no receptions. But these offensive numbers look terrible. Ooh, this is just terrible. Just terrible. Kenderson said, we still had Matt behind closed doors. They probably knew that Julio was out the door. Yeah, they definitely do. They definitely knew because Julio had asked for a trade a couple years before that. And that information came out after the rest of the Julio ordeal transpired. If we would have drafted a quarterback, which one, Lawrence, Wilson, and Lance were gone, that only leaves Justin Fields and Mr. Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones. Coach says D for Tyler Algier. Dave says C, just didn't do much yesterday. Yep. Miller says Tyler Algier gets an A. When he gets in, he gets the damn job done. Anthony says a D. Tyler was heating up and they stopped using him. Yeah, he did kind of get a little groove and, you know, they went away from him. R says T for Tyler, the end. And we are grading Tyler Algier, y'all. Tyler Algier. Winston says C. Algier needed way more touches in a game like that. I agree with you on that. Because he was really, you know, he was at least moving the pile. I'll say that. He was moving the pile. DJ said this was a day Tyler Algier deserved more carries. I agree. Winston just said that as well. Especially since Bijan don't like running in between the tackles. I'll give him a C. Raymond says incomplete for the whole offense. Shaking my head. Yep, you about right, man. I'm telling you, these stat lines on offense, this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. What I'm looking at. This is horrible. Will says we just need a new offensive coordinator and new offensive line coach. We might see somebody come in next year to serve as a offensive coordinator or a new offensive coordinator. We may see that next year. You know, as much as this offense has struggled, you know, they got to at least be open to new ideas or incorporate new coaching personnel. Got to be. Um, Simo says a C for Tyler. He's good for what he does, but there's not much reason I want. Hold on, there's not much reason I would want to go away from Bijan anyway. So he's giving Tyler Algier a C. Any other grades coming in for Tyler Algier? All right, so let's go to our next person. Speaking of Bijan, we'll do Bijan next. Bijan yesterday had 18 attempts, 53 yards. His longest run of the day was 12 yards. He had also 3 catches yesterday for 26 yards. His longest catch was a 9-yard gain on 5 attempts. I'll repeat that. We're grading Bijan Robinson, who had 18 rushing attempts, 53 rushing yards, no touchdowns. Longest run of the game was for 12 yards. He was targeted 5 times as a pass catcher. He caught 3 passes for 29 yards. Longest run of the day was for 9 yards. What's y'all's grade for Bijan Robinson yesterday? Davis is 13 points and 10 off of short fields. Of course, these offensive grades are terrible. The stats are terrible too, man. This is just this junk on offense. Straight junk. Arc says B for Bijan. Davis says C for Bijan. Couldn't get going. Yeah, he really could. They just did a good job on their run defense yesterday on knowing what we wanted to do and pretty much stopping us from being effective on what we like to do. Ray Ellison says a C. Miller says a C plus for Bijan. I saw a little too much tippy toes yesterday. Yeah, they were popping him yesterday. They was popping him, man. I saw him talking trash to him on some of them plays too. They definitely was popping him. Coach says Bijan Robinson gets a C. DJ says Bijan gets a C plus. He was struggling at first, but started to pick it up towards the end. If he upgraded his power running, he would be unstoppable. Being drafted at 8, you should have needed CP 84 to give you a boost. Great point, man. Great point. Great perspective. I agree. Anthony says D. There's no way he didn't see Hesse getting pushed back into him. Simo says a B for Bijan. That just team is just good. Their defense is definitely good. Definitely good. Williams says Art Smith thinks he's Andy Reid, coach. Thinks he's Andy Reid, but he's not. Oh no, he's nowhere near Andy Reid, man. I agree with you on that, William. Nowhere close to Andy Reid at all. I at least hope he does what Andy Reid did and trade up and get him a quarterback in the draft. At least follow that step for Andy Reid. That Andy Reid ended up doing, because man, oh man. Y'all know me and Desmond Ritter. Or y'all know my thoughts on Desmond Ritter. But speaking of Desmond Ritter, let's go ahead and grade Desmond Ritter then. We'll be through with our grades, y'all. Let's go over these exceptional passing stats from our quarterback yesterday. Lord. But here we go. Desmond Ritter yesterday. He completed 12 passes on 27 passing attempts for 121 passing yards. He had 1 touchdown, was sacked 3 times. Longest pass of the day was a 20-yard pass. And his rating was a 70 yesterday. Also had 1 fumble, as we know. But it wasn't a lost fumble, so that's a good thing. But Desmond Ritter yesterday, he was 12 for 27, 121 yards, 1 touchdown, sacked 3 times. Rating was a 70 and 1 fumble. So if you guys would be, if you ladies and gentlemen would be so kind as to drop your grades in the comment for Mr. Ritter, please. DJ says Arthur Smith making me wish we kept Raheem Morris when he took over after Dan Quinn. Raheem was a good coach, man. He's a good coach. I wish we could have held him over too. I know a lot of times, when a new coaching regime comes in, most times they just sweep out the previous regime, especially when the new GM comes in. Also, Miller says D, possibly F for Ritter. Carlos says a C minus. DJ says, "Hear me out." Desmond gets an A plus for ass. Enough said. We want Jaden Daniels. Let's ring the bell for that. William says Arthur Smith need to cut the mustache. I think he cut the mustache off already, William. Y'all didn't Arthur Smith cut his mustache off? I think he already cut it off. Unless he grew it back. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to that Joker, but I'm pretty sure he cut it off. Art says C minus, aka D for Dez. Okay, so that's a D grade for Dez. Davis is F, overthrows, under 50% completion rate, only 121 yards. Ooh. In 4 quarters, too. Oh, that was some bad offense yesterday. What's an F? Ritter was trash yesterday and left a lot of check down opportunities out there. Ray says he gets an A for absolute trash. Anthony says a D. Okay. Coach says Desmond Ritter is a landfill on a 108-degree day. Just hot stick and dump the juice. F. Carlos says because he was more mindful in his approach and he did force it in, but off target on a few plays. Alberto Satati, do you think the Desmond Ritter supporters had Falcons drafted him in 2022? Some didn't even know who he was. No, they didn't. You right. Everything you said was right. Most of them didn't know who he was, especially playing for Cincinnati. No, not at all. Not at all. Simo, exceptional. LMAO. Ritter gets a C. I don't know if that's a C or C minus. I like that he made some heads up plays to not cost us. I just don't see it with him as the future. I don't need a Simo. I just don't see it, bro. And I promise y'all know I'll be coming home again on Ritter. And I promise y'all, beginning of the season, man, I tried my damnness to be patient with this kid, to wait it out. But Simo said it best. I mean, I just don't see it. I know people like Ty to be patient. I just don't see it, man. And that's not saying that like I'm not saying that he can't potentially get better. But I just don't see like good/great franchise quarterback when I see him. I'm not saying cut him. He's so bad. We got to cut him. No, keep him on the team. I think he can be a good top-level backup quarterback. I just don't see prudent franchise quarterback when I see him. I just don't see it. I don't. I do not. Millie Mills says everything Ritter does is slow. He even talks slow, man. Good gracious. That joke even talks slow. DJ says the way Mariota looked them couple of plays last night, I'd rather have him than Ritter right now. When y'all got some time, you got time. We talked all that SHIT on Mariota last year, but whenever you got time, go back and compare the stats. Go back and look at Ritter in 2022. I'm sorry. Look at Mariota in 2022. And look at Ritter in 2023. You're going to be surprised. That's all I'm going to tell you. Whenever you got like a good 3-4 minutes of nothing to do, compare Mariota last year to Ritter currently. And watch what you see. That's all I'm going to say. William says we're getting a quarterback this year draft. You have to, William. You got to, bro. I'm with you, man. And the crazy thing, William, is like I've started to notice even the Ritter supporters are kind of starting to kind of come to the other side of the fence. They're still supporting Ritter, but I'm hearing a lot of them saying like, yeah, we might need to look at getting a quarterback in the draft. But you're right, William. You got to, like, come on. how you just gonna keep ignoring the most important position in the draft? If you drafting a running back in the first round, you drafting tight ends and wide receivers in the first round. You mean to tell me you content with a third round quarterback? It don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. CMOS is no D plus C minus for Ritter. Okay, I got you. So he had to leave that open for that D plus come down. Russell said I give him a B for bomb. Oh man. William says, we got to get better. We got to get better on offense, man. Because the defense is ready. The defense is ready to go play in the Super Bowl if they need to. Not saying they the 85 Bears or that old Tampa Bay defense that won them Super Bowl the first time, but like, look, the defense where we need him to be at. Coach says he can't get better. He is who he is. He talking about Ritter. Kenderson says, we're about to ascend these last few weeks. We always played better football later in the season under Arthur. Now we have better talent to make the playoffs. We have money now. 2024 finna be way better. Let's ring the bell for that. I like that, man. I like that. And I definitely hope you're right as far as 2024 goes. And you are absolutely correct. We're gonna go into another offseason where we're gonna have plenty of money to spend. So let's spend it and use it wisely. DJ said I've seen them stats. It's not looking good for it. Yeah, man, it is. It was kind of tough to even read that to y'all with a straight face. Coach says that is not ascending this garbage time, and teams have locked up playoff spots, so they pulled their starters. Tyrell, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Good to see you in here. Says D for Ritter. He didn't turn the ball over. However, he didn't do anything wowing, and his production is still subpar at this point. NFL teams require highly talented quarterbacks, and we don't have that currently. I totally agree. Totally agree. Very well said. Very well said. DJ says Mariota runs a lot better than Ritter, and it's not even close. The rushing yards itself shows it. One thing I can say about Mariota was he wasn't afraid to take hits. He wasn't, man. Mariota didn't play scared at all. Even when it came to throwing the ball, he's like, look, I know I ain't got the best arm, but I'm about to sling this thing. Shoot, it is what it is. Y'all ain't going to call me scared. Y'all might say I ain't got a good arm, but you ain't going to call me scared. I ain't going to sit here and just pat the ball all day and be lost. You're right. Absolutely right, DJ. Russ says, if we drafted Ritter in 2021 and he was playing like this the first season, that is one thing. This year 3, supposed rebuild. I agree. Definitely agree. Williams and Arthur Blaine have to make some changes on this coaching staff. There may be some changes. Depending on how we end the year, it might be. If we just flatline and we just start losing, we'll probably have a new head coach next year, William. I don't think that's gonna happen with us because we just got such an easy schedule, but we still the Falcons. I'll just say that. Yeah, but y'all, it was real, man. It was real doing the grades. I always enjoy coming to do these after the game. And I want to say thank y'all for checking in, man. Doing the grades with me, the interaction on this also. CMO says Mariota 9 interception, 5 fumbles. Ritter 8 interception, 3 fumbles. Similar, but Mariota is worse. I don't know. We might have to break that down one of these days, man. We might have to, because I'm just gonna say this. Mariota played against better teams last year, and he didn't have the Bijan effect. You put Bijan, Jono Smith, Mac Hollins, like Ritter just got a lot more at his disposal than Mariota had last year. Especially when you're talking Bijan and then Jono, we added a lot more. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that's a good debate to have, Simo. We may have to do that debate one of these days. We may have to do that debate. I don't know. I gotta sit on that one. But yeah, y'all, it's been real, man. Appreciate everybody's time. I'll be back again for the Waffle House on Friday. If some news pops off or just something happens that we need to come back and discuss. If not, we'll be back Friday. T-Dub, what's up? Says they tried to get coaches trying to post his link. He tried to post it, but YouTube is not allowing links be posted in the stream. But Coach, again, send me the link, Coach, in my inbox. What I'll do, T Dub, is I'll post the link in the description, or in the comment section. And that way, we can just go follow it from there or subscribe from there. But Coach, make sure to send me the link to your show because as you see, people are interested in it. And Coach said he just sent. Okay, yeah. So T Dub, I'm gonna post it in the description and also the comments, and that way you can subscribe to him. But he will be live at 8. With that said, y'all appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the interaction. Appreciate y'all rocking with your boy as always. Y'all be good. Go Falcons. I'm out of here. Peace.